Welcome to the WAM Alternative Assets Meet Our Investment Partners series. My name is Dania Zinurova and I'm Portfolio Manager of WAM Alternative Assets. Today I'm joined by Fei Bu, Partner and Managing Director at Allegro Funds.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Fei, would you like to give us a bit more background about, share your career and your role at Allegro Funds?
Yeah, happy to. So I've been investing and working in strategy consulting corporate for 20 years, the last 7 with Allegro. And prior to that, I was working with Pacific Equity Partners, PAG in Asia, and also Babcock & Brown, and I've worked in Australia, Asia, and in the US.
And what about Allegro Funds? It's a very unique fund manager, very unique strategy. So would love to hear more about this.
Yeah, look, Allegro was established just under 20 years ago. And at its core, we're a turnaround and transformation private equity fund. And for us, there's a couple of things that are really important. One, we're an active manager of our assets. 2, we focus on complex situations.
Yeah.
And lastly, we focus on opportunities where there are transformation. Internally, we call that ACT. And so when we find opportunities that tick those boxes, we certainly think that it plays to our sweet spot. And importantly for us, it's more than just about capital. Ultimately, what we're trying to do is play an active role in complex situations to transform businesses and build better businesses. And we're doing that for, as I said, just under 20 years.
What exactly do you do with the businesses where you buy equity stakes?
Yeah, as I said, we like to think of it ultimately as building better businesses. Businesses that, where the plumbing has had to be installed,
Yes.
but ultimately we've built businesses that can continue to grow irrespective of who the owners are. And if we've done those things, then the business is more valuable at the end of the day. So for us, absolutely we bring capital, but we bring capability to those businesses and how we transform those businesses. Our team is quite large for the size of funds that we manage. We've got dedicated, obviously, deal team members, but we've also got dedicated operating partners who are specialist execs that work on the business with us and our management team to drive transformation inside our companies.
So would you say that as a team you are sector agnostic and you would invest in any sector and businesses where you find opportunities?
Absolutely, we're sector agnostic. And so we've got businesses like Pizza Hut, which is different to Toll, which is different to Gull, which is a petrol station business. So we are sector agnostic. We think that the specialist skill set of how to transform businesses transcends sectors, but we always look to partner with management teams and other strategic investors in specific sectors where those expertise are required.
Yeah. There is a lot of capital inflow into the private market in Australia, and it does raise question whether the competition is too high, whether you still have opportunities to invest. Now, I know you're in a very unique space, but how many competitors do you have for this type of strategy in Australia?
Yeah, I'd like to think that we're unique in this space, such that, we don't come up against the same competitor every time.
Yeah.
Because we're looking at quite a unique opportunity set that's just not about capital.
Yeah.
And if it's just about capital, well, that's not for us, basically.
Yeah.
And so when we look at the opportunities that we identify, there's always someone different because it depends on the situation, depends on the opportunity, depends on what solution the vendor is looking for. And as a result, we find that most of the opportunities we find are either not competed or competed on a differential basis where we're always looking for ways to win different and everything but price.
Yeah, and complexity comes up a lot in your comments.
Yes.
And I know when we initially discussed the strategy, you target probably higher returns than you would expect on average from private equity. Does it also mean the risks are higher?
Yeah, it's a good question. We actually think the risk is lower.
Okay.
When we're looking at these type of opportunities, there is operational complexity, financial complexity. We try and structure through that complexity to protect on the downside and create every opportunity to not just make our outsized return of target returns of 3 times, but actually create opportunities for us to make outsized returns.
Yeah.
And so, this is the core of what we do, frankly, to manage risk return.
What would be the minimum investment ticket size for your strategy?
We target investments of $30 to $60 million equity per opportunity, but we have and are able to invest more than 100, and we have done that in the last couple of opportunities, and hence why we've structured our fund the way we have, so that Certainly there's a mid-market opportunity set. And as a result of that, our investors include local superannuation funds, pension funds, endowments, all global blue chip investors, and yourselves, obviously.
I'm very excited to have the opportunity for our retail shareholders access skills and expertise of your investment team and, hopefully benefit from future investment performance. Thank you very much, Faye.
Thanks, Danielle.